Okay, Francis, welcome. Do you want to introduce yourself quickly and give us a bit of a backstory about how Limitless started?
Limitless was started at sort of the beginning of 2022. Prior to that, I had sort of 7 years experience recruiting within the sort of London software market, sort of working for some like globally recognized brands at S3 to some sort of startups across sort of Bristol, London, and inevitably wanted to make the move to set up my own agency. So Limitless was born in 2022. Um, we're an agency based out in London, servicing the US and the UK markets, specifically within software, product, and mobile engineering. Um, and yeah, that's a little bit of an intro there.
Yeah, that was great. And what were the key drivers in starting your own business?
I think fundamentally, I always want to set up my own business to really lead from the front when it comes to sort of the industry standard. Personally, there were limitations towards the end of my employee career where um, I was sort of capped with certain things I could do. So I wanted to sort of have that flexibility to sort of really bolt on, add value to clients. Um, and then moving from that, the motivation of really growing something special, not a lifestyle business, or something that's scalable, and eventually look to sell in 5 to 7 years.
Incredible. And what are your biggest accomplishments since you launched? Like key milestones, first wins, all of that.
Yeah, biggest accomplishments include moving to three different offices. We're now in an office in central London, really nice space. Making our first hire, hiring Ryan, who is an associate director here, someone I've previously worked with and massively aligned with on values and sort of work ethic and everything else sort of associated with that. Thirdly, breaking in and working exclusively with some major brands, a lot of which is retained business, companies that startups couldn't even imagine of working with, which is something I'm very proud of. And all of those being clients who I've had a fantastic sort of relationship, working relationship, but also friendship, which is fantastic. Any other sort of key wins and sort of successes? I think that is it. I think that hits the nail on the head, really. Just
Yeah.
the continued expansion and scaling plans, really, is something that we're excited for.
Yeah, it's incredible. And when it came to launching your business, how many different options did you look at in terms of kind of help?
So I looked at none, which I think is extremely different to a lot of founders I speak to in the sort of the community. Um, I had spoken
Yeah.
to three of my former colleagues who had all set up their own agencies. Um, one of which went down a path similar to RecruitHub with another sort of provider. The other had gone sort of solo with very much the basics, um, and that was the sort of plan from my end, was just to go down that road with the very much so the basics to set up, um, and then obviously fell into a conversation with Edmund at RecruitHub, and it was, yeah, from there it was an instant yes from my eyes. It sort of married up perfectly with what I was looking for and sort of complemented my, one of my strengths, but two, the weaknesses I knew I was going to have when it came to back office, tech stacks, getting everything sorted, really taking that stress out from launch date.
Yeah, how fantastic. And how did you hear about Recruit Hub?
So I heard of RecruitHub. I had seen a few of Edmund's posts in the market in general, never really paid much attention to sort of diving in further. I actually saw an advert on LinkedIn one day scrolling, literally 2, 3 days before handing in my notice at my previous employer. Um, Clicked it, applied, and so I submitted an application, and literally within 5 minutes, Edmund had called me on my mobile. So it was a very quick turnaround, which was also sort of like further cementing with that sort of commitment that's offered there.
And how would you rate the technology you're running your business on through Recruit Hub, and how has that impacted your performance?
The tech stack we have is better than any other agency I've worked at. I've used all the technology previously, but usually with minus a few other sort of technology tools we've got. We've literally got everything you need to be a high performance recruiter. From the likes of Sourcewell, Sourcebreaker, which are fantastic, to LinkedIn Recruiter, which obviously is a key part of success. But even down to small sort of tools I'd never even heard about, which we're now, we can't work or not use for our day to day. Yeah, fantastic stack.
Great. And how quickly were you able to start focusing on sales and revenue building after your launch?
I would say from literally week one. There were definitely a few like teething things I had to sort out and arrange, but more so my end, not so from RecruitHub and what they'd supplied me from straight away. Month one, there's interviews generated, offers coming to sort of from clients, so it was very very quick. I feel like it would have been maybe a 6 to even 12 weeks difference if I would have done it differently.
Incredible. And what's the most exciting element of running your own company?
Most exciting element of running your own company definitely is the autonomy, the flexibility which is associated with it, but equally more so that your time is being invested into almost scaling something that you're really passionate about, and growing something you're passionate about. I think is the biggest game changer. You haven't got the sort of hierarchy or lag time associated being employed where you have to sort of jump through hoops for certain things. You're your own boss. You can do basically what you want in reality, and make decisions quickly. Um, and with that, in turn, adds a lot more value to clients, adds more value to your network, can make you extremely choosy, picky on what clients you partner with. And loads of other sort of elements which are just fantastic. Overall, work-life balance is better, even though you work longer hours. Um, yeah,
Interesting. And what's your ultimate goal and vision for Limitless?
ultimate goal for Limitless is to be in a position where we're market leading across specific geographies across the US. When it comes to software engineering, product, and mobile talent, we are recognized within the top agencies to partner with for all these roles, but working with some great brands, and then fundamentally opening our second office in the States, hopefully in 2024, and then sort of expanding from there.
Amazing. And one final question. What advice do you have for recruiters who are considering setting up on their own?
Yeah, so there's loads of advice. Firstly, you really want to diligently prep in every sort of element and variable you could think of, from contract restrictions to mapping out your market, your geography, your vertical focus as a whole. Um, Definitely ensure that you're making the right decision when it comes to funding, if that's taking investment or if that's self-funding, like I did, um, and really detailing everything. It's better to be over prepped.
Incredible. Well, thank you so much.